Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Sixx Daze. I am Bob Sixx, and today I'm doing something a little different. I've had several people ask since I released my top 5 jokes that I did when I was performing stand-up. People want me to react to something a little different, so I'm going to do my top 6 favorite bits by other comedians. And to prove to you I'm unbiased, my all-time favorite comedian is not number 1. He made the list, but he is not number 1. So stick around to see who that is. These are jokes that maybe now something you need to understand about comedians is their sense of humor is a little bit different than normal people. We know how to make you laugh, but shit that makes us laugh is a little different. This made the list even though number 6. I'm doing the top 6. I don't know if I messed that up or not. Top 6. Number 6 is one of the worst comedy specials I ever saw, and I went and saw it in the theaters in 1987 because I'm a huge fan of this guy. There were several funny parts in it, but overall I didn't really care for it. But this particular bit made me laugh really hard. And I think a lot of it is because my experiences as a young child when my biological father, who was a major alcoholic, would get drunk in some of his logic and shit. So number 6 is Eddie Murphy, Drunk Father.
Respect! You never had no respect for me, Eddie. That's why that man kicked your ass tonight. And when I was a child, I respect my parents. And we didn't have shit. Okay? I had shit with Eddie. Me and my brothers and sisters didn't have shit. I had 11 brothers and sisters, Eddie. My father made 13 cents a week. He worked at the Coleco toy factory, Eddie, and made 13 cents a week. That's not a lot of money when you have 11 children. Well, he didn't have all the fancy things like you, Charlie and Vernon. We didn't have fancy luxuries like food. What the fuck you gonna eat on 13 cents a week? We had to eat whatever my father brought home from work. We ate the toys, Eddie. That's right, we ate the toys and we never complained because my mother can cook her ass off. Yes, she can. My mother get some hot sauce and some salt and pepper, make a Tonka truck taste so delicious.
Bob used to tell us the most bizarre shit. He never cried. He didn't get whiny like that. But holy shit, he would get mean and let us know what ungrateful pieces of shit we were.
The wheels will melt in your mouth, Eddie. And you appreciate it. And you never complained. And it was all for one and one for all. We always stuck together. Well, Eddie, the only time I heard my brothers and sisters was once. I came home from school and my mother had made a birthday feast for my father. She had cooked and slaved over the stove all day and made enough food for 13 people to feast on for my father for his birthday. And I sat down and ate it all by myself. I ate it all, Eddie, by myself. And my father came inside the kitchen and put his little birthday hat on. And I never forget, he looked at all the children and he had a tear in his eye and he said, "Which one of you kids sat down and ate a whole fucking game of Monopoly by itself?" And I ate it all, Eddie. Boardwalk, Park Place, Illinois Avenue.
Man, Bob would give us, I mean, the most bizarre stories about how rough he had it. Everybody else in his family's going, huh? To include his mom. She's like, that didn't happen.
The shoe, the boat, the hat, the cannon, the Connecticut Avenue luxury tax. Eddie, I even ate those cheap purple motherfuckers after go. That nobody buys. I ate them. I ate Baltic and Ralph Avenue. Yes, I did. And then I sat down and ate my father's birthday cake, too. No, it wasn't a cake. We couldn't afford a cake. It was 2 Etch-a-Sketches on top of each other. 2 Etch-a-Sketch, Etch-a-Sketch cake. That's right. And we couldn't afford no icing, so my mother would write "Happy Birthday, Pop" on the front of the Etch-a-Sketch. And you know how you made a wish? You shook it till the words disappeared. Then you ate the Etch-a-Sketch, Eddie. And that was your birthday cake. And we never complained, Eddie. We were happy to get that. All for one and one for all. We would get dressed to go to school in the morning. And let me tell you something about our clothes. We didn't have clothes like the other children. We had to wear whatever my father brought home from work, Eddie. We wanted toys. Each day my mother would wake up and open 11 Twister games, Eddie. And she would roll the Twister mats on the floor. And me and my 11 brothers and sisters would wrap the Twister mats around our body like a suit. And then we'd get a Hot Wheels racetrack and put that around our waist as a belt, Eddie. And if there was no Hot Wheels, we used Johnny Lightning. And if there was no Johnny Lightning, we ripped up a hula hoop and we put that around our waist. But we went to school, goddammit. And the other children would want to make fun of us because we got on Twister suits. And it's no fun to get your ass kicked in a Twister mat. Right foot blue, left hand red, Eddie. There's a goddamn game to these kids. I'm standing on the corner, a motherfucker is spinning the spinner and kicking my ass, Eddie. Then I gotta go to school and watch the other children eat real food. I gotta sit there watching them eat peanut butter and jelly, bologna and Swiss, ham and cheese. I got a goddamn silly...
Well, that was rude of them fuckers to cut it off like that. Maybe it's relatable to me, and I find it funnier because I actually went through shit like that as a child. I actually have a scar to tell you how scared I was of him. I have a scar right here on my wrist. When I was about 3rd grade, I think, we had BB guns, and we were out in the woods shooting. And back then, litter was even a bigger deal than it is now as far as people just throwing shit everywhere. But I shot this beer bottle and only a piece fell out of it. So I picked it up and said, hey, this one didn't break. And he said, come on, dumbass. So I started running. I tripped. And when I did, that bottle broke and slit my wrist. And he yelled at me. He was like, are you okay? Did you cut yourself, dumbass? So I said, no, because I knew I was going to get spanking. So we're riding in the truck, and he looked over and saw my shirt and pants covered in blood. He said, I thought you said you didn't cut yourself. So I was afraid to tell you. He said, you know you could die? Pretty much rather die than take that ass whooping, motherfucker. But, yeah, dads back then, whew. I know there's a lot of fucked up shit going on now, and I'm not dismissing that. But a lot of times when I was growing up, that shit was that's just good parenting right there. So, number 2 also has to do with drunk dad. Well, this is drugged out dad, but this shit was hot. Y'all should know it was hot. Because you couldn't go anywhere without hearing, all right, all right, all right. Oh, wait. Matthew McConaughey. Holy shit. Kevin Hart. I'll be damned. But this is about his dad, and you're going to learn today.
Stupidest thing my dad ever did when he was on drugs, right? When I was a kid, I remember my dad came to parent-teacher conference. That's when you go to your kid's school, talk to your teacher, see how they doing in school. My dad shows up with sweatpants on with no drawers. This nigga dick was all over the place, okay? Listen, I cannot make this up. Let me show y'all how my dad walked into my school. This is all I saw. Hey! Come here!
I will say Bob wore drawers, but a lot of times he wore fucking leisure suits and cowboy boots. I mean, it was the 70s, so it didn't stick out that bad, but boy, when he would wear shorts, a t-shirt, and cowboy boots. He didn't wear them in the school, but all the neighborhood kids saw him wearing that shit. I couldn't say anything, and none of them say anything either, because he'd beat their asses and their parents' asses. He was a bad son of a bitch.
Every time he stopped, his dick kept moving. Excuse me! I can hear little girls like, ew, ew. My dad got mad. What the fuck is you illin' about? You ain't never seen nobody with a long dick. Hey, Dad, don't say that. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn what a long dick look like today. No, Dad, she don't need to learn that, please.
Bob actually got mad at me when I was in the 3rd grade, I believe it was. They were teaching us a new way of math. I know you kids have a different way, but they were teaching us a new way of math, and I was having trouble with my math homework. Granted, he was a little drunk. Probably a lot drunk. But he came over to help me, got mad at me and yelled at me, asked me if I was trying to fucking make him look stupid, and sent me to my room. That's not a lie. That's the God's honest truth. He actually called a conference with my teacher to have her explain it to him. Left out that he was pissed off at me for trying to make him look stupid.
Yeah, my dad was crazy. My dad was really crazy, man. See, my dad was mad at me because I wasn't an athlete. I didn't play sports. I was into weird shit like spelling bees, debates. Now, here's the thing. My dad would show up at my events and treat them as if they were athletic events. First of all, you can't cheer for no kid at a spelling bee. It's a spelling bee. It's quiet. I'm focused. I'm in the middle of spelling a very difficult word. My dad shows up late, busts through the back door, high as hell, making cokehead noises, all right? Once again, I cannot make this up, all right? This is all I heard. I'm in the middle of spelling some shit. Out of nowhere, all I heard was, all right, all right, all right. Yeah! My son's spelling the shit out these motherfucking words. In your face, bitch! In your face! All right, all right, all right!
I love that shit. We couldn't go anywhere the year that came out without hearing it. Six Flags. It didn't matter where we went. Somebody was saying, you're going to learn today. All right, all right, all right. Man, I really liked early Kevin Hart, and once he got big, and a lot of comedians do it, I'm not judging, and I know somebody's going to go, "Arf, arf, 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 arf," trying to correct me. You ain't going to correct me on this shit. You can tell the jokes that he has writers write for him because he's not as committed to them as his jokes. His jokes have a natural flow to them. So once he got so big that he didn't have time to write as much, or he wasn't putting out as much material, I don't like when he does other people's material. I like his material. Hilarious. This is actually two comedians, but it is one of my all-time favorite things, and the people with the names in this bit that I know in real life that have the same names, I call them by the names that the substitute teacher uses. This is Key and Peele, substitute teacher. I fucking love this bit, and it's landing at number 3. 4, 4, 5. 4, number 4.
All right, listen up, y'all. I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years in the inner city, so don't even think about messing with me. Y'all feel me? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take a roll here. Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here? Yeah.
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Y'all wanna play? Okay then. I've got my eye on you, Jay Quellen. Balake. Where is Balake at? There's no Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Blake. What? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
Because we could go to war.
No.
I'm for real. I'm for real. So you better check yourself. D nice. Is there a D nice? If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath. Now D nice.
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! You say your name right now.
Denise?
Say it right.
Denise.
Correctly.
Denise.
Right.
Denise.
Right.
I used to enjoy messing with substitute teachers. All sorts of ones. I had one when I was in band. I played drums, and at the time I was a huge Kiss fan. I was 14, and I always said I was Peter Criss, the original drummer of Kiss. So when she called my name, I didn't answer. And she said, "Did I miss anybody?" And I raised my hand. It said Peter Criss, and she said, "There's no Peter Criss in here." And somebody said his name's actually Bob. He does that every day. And she goes, "Well, I don't see Peter Criss on here." And Bob didn't answer, so Bob is absent. And she counted me absent. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty gangster. And then as a grown-up, I was actually a substitute teacher. I was subs for almost 3 years. Nobody messed with me because I told them right off the bat I was kind of gangster like him. I didn't pronounce names wrong, but I let them know. I don't care what your teacher normally does. This is how we're doing it today. Period.
D nice?
That's better. Thank you. Now, Ron, where are you? Where is Ron right now? No Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, Ron.
Here. Oh, man.
Why didn't you answer me the first time I said it, huh?
Huh?
I'm just asking, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Ron! Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did.
Who?
Oshag Hennessy!
Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn classroom before I break my foot off in your ass! Insubordinate and churlish. Timothy.
Present.
Thank you.
That bit makes me laugh. I've seen it so many times, and it still makes me laugh. And I guess it's relatable to me too, but damn, that shit's funny. All right, coming in at number 3, the sound quality's shitty, but this was my introduction to the late Sam Kinison. And at the time, this was a very controversial joke. And some of you may get upset about it today and say, there's nothing funny about that, but I think it's funny because it's funny. I'm not overreading it or thinking that he actually goes out and does this shit.
Like the World Hunger thing, the USA for Africa. Isn't that great? You guys hear the song? Nice song, isn't it? Beautiful. I'm like anybody else on the planet. I'm very moved by world hunger. I see the same commercials. Those little kids starving and very depressed. And I watch these things on TV and I see those commercials and I look at it and I go, God, how cruel, you know? Just see a little kid out there and I go, fuck, you know, I know the film crew could give this kid a sandwich. You know the kid's not out there, filming a letter from home with a Betamax, huh? You know there's a director 5 feet away going, don't feed him yet! Get that sandwich out of here! It doesn't work unless he looks hungry!
And I'm sure a lot of you do not know who Sam Kinison was, but before he started doing stand-up, he was actually a preacher, a Bible-thumping preacher, and one of his specials they actually play. This is not this special, this is a young comedian show, but on his HBO special, they actually play audio of him preaching. Sounds almost like stand-up without the cussing, but Sammy was great, but he's also a big sign of what too much success, too fast, and too many drugs can do to you.
But I'm not trying to make fun of world hunger. Matter of fact, I think I have the answer, because I spent a lot of time working it out. And if you want to stop world hunger, stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite, folks. You want to send them something, you want to help, send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage, and send them a guy out there that goes, hey, you know, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last, 30, 40 years. And we were driving out here today across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a desert! Understand that you live in a fucking desert! Nothing grows out here! Nothing's gonna grow out here! You see this? Huh? See this? This is sand! Yeah! It's sand! You know it's gonna be 100 years from now, huh? It's gonna be sand! You live in a fucking desert! Get your kids, get your shit, we'll make one trip! We'll take you to where the food is! We have deserts in America, we just don't live in them, asshole!
And that's probably right about the time some people checked out. They're like, fuck this, that's enough of that shit. I laughed so hard at that. I did that routine so many times at parties. I was stunned that not everybody knew who Sam Kinison was. Man, those early days, he was the best. Because he was something different. And he made fun of all sorts of shit you're not supposed to make fun of. Alright, number 2, ironically, is my all-time, hands down, bar none, favorite comedian. I have a really hard time picking which bit to do, but I chose this bit because it's kind of fucked up. But he's got so much funny stuff. Hands down, my all-time favorite comedian. But he came in at number 2 because the number 1 is one of the funniest bits I can think of. So this is Robert Schimmel in Airlines.
I flew up here on Southwest Airlines on the Shamu the whale plane. They have a plane that's painted like Shamu the whale from SeaWorld, which is a great idea because if that goes down in the ocean, that'll be real easy to find, huh? When you're trying to get out and a real whale's humping your window. They want you to have a great flight and they tell you all the things that can go wrong. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, a small mask will drop from the ceiling, put it on and breathe normally. That doesn't save you, just make sure you don't smell everybody else shitting in their pants on the way down. This plane is equipped with 5 emergency exits. not including the big one that'll be created on impact. In the event of a water landing or crashing in the fucking ocean. Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Yeah, till the sharks come. And then it's a bobber. Shark eats you, eats the cushion, and has a little fiber, and has a nice shit the next day. I have a friend that scuba dives. He says, you know what you're supposed to do if a shark's bothering you? Bothering? It's not like they're going, hey, you got 50 cents? He said, you punch him in the face.
The first time I heard that, I actually took scuba lessons, and they do tell you that, to punch a shark in the face. And it's due to all the nerve endings in their nose, but just, with my luck, I know I just ran my arm right down his fucking throat. I'd totally miss his nose. It's like, here, have a snack.
Yeah, and then when that doesn't work, you poke him in the eye with your stump. Punch a shark? What if he wasn't even going to attack you? What if he's just curious and he's swimming by and you go, hey, what the fuck? What'd you do that for? I thought you were going to attack me. Yeah, I'm going to now. I was going to let you go, but the other sharks are watching. It doesn't look good now. You know what's weird about plane crashes when you watch the news and they say that people have to be identified by their dental records? Because if they don't know who you are, how the fuck do they know who your dentist is?
That's logical, right? I had always wondered that. I now know, but I always thought that was weird. Had to be identified by his dental records.
I saw a crash on CNN. They had a guy standing out in the field going, yeah, the plane crashed over here, decapitated this guy. He's apparently dead. Good guess. No, the head's alive by itself. Psst, over here, behind the bush. What would you say if you saw something like that? Hey, you okay? I can't feel my legs. Don't look down. No, what if your brain lived for a minute after your head came off? I mean, chickens run around with their heads chopped off. It would be kind of weird to see some torso hopping around in front of you. Shit, look at that. Hey, that's my shirt. Oh, fuck, my head's off. This is bad.
I think the reason I relate so well to Robert, his comedy, is because I think that way. I think the weirdest, most bizarre shit all the time. And sometimes I think, okay, well, this I can share, and I'll share something, and the other person is just like, oh, why would you ask me that? Which is fun for me. Okay. My number one guy is, I need to explain. I did not pick this due to subject matter. Yes, Christmas is right around the corner, but that's not why I picked this. I did not pick this because I opened for him 3 times, and he was super cool. A lesson I learned from him that I still use to this day. The first time I opened for him was right before he got his record deal, and he was trying to change his image. And he heard some of my jokes and had asked me, he goes, look, I'm trying to clean up my set, not do so much blue material. So if you could keep it a little on the cleaner side, I appreciate it. But do not compromise yourself or your material, not for me or anybody. And that's why I've never compromised. I do my shit the way I think it should be done and the way I want to do it. Nobody will ever convince me to do my comedy different. Nobody will ever convince me how to do my reaction videos different. I'm doing them my way. I try to do them the best I can and work my way up. People are either on board or you're not. And the ones that aren't on board, I don't give two shits about. I just care about you people that are hanging on for the ride. So, this is Rodney Carrington and his Christmas story about giving his kids boxing gloves.
I bought my kids all boxing gear for Christmas because they'd seen all my gear from back in the day. And Christmas morning, they were all decked out. They were going to get a chance to fight Daddy, you know. My wife was on the couch with a robe on, drinking hot chocolate with the video camera, and the Christmas tree was all lit up pretty, and my dog Poopy was over by the fire, you know. And there's Christmas music playing, away in a manger, no crib for a bed. You know, real nice fighting music. And George was first. He's 7. He's tiny. He comes up to me and goes, all right, Daddy, here we go. And he starts hitting me, and I'm laughing. He's laughing. I said, dadgum, George, you tough, boy. You're hurting Daddy, you know. And he's laughing, and here comes Sam, and he's 10. He don't even give me a chance. He just starts hitting me. I said, dadgum it, Sam, give me a chance here. He's laughing and giggling, and here comes Zach, and he's 12, and he's, you know, about like that. And I wanted to be fair, so I stayed on my knees. I said, all right, Zach, here we go. What the fuck? You do not hit Danny like that, bitch. Damn it, that hurt. Am I bleeding, honey? What the hell's wrong with you? It's Christmas. He started crying. My wife took all the stuff away from us and just ruined Christmas.
Oh my God, I love that bit. I've had Christmas Day ass whoopings before for getting too excited. I've actually, me and my brother, we were on our way to Six Flags, and Bob used to always threaten to pull the car over and whoop our asses. Well, he never did. But we're all excited. We're going to Six Flags and rah, rah, rah. And he kept telling us and kept telling us and kept telling us. No joke. Pulled over alongside I-35 and whooped our asses alongside the road. People driving by honking, waving, cheering, all sorts of shit. Nobody's thought to stop and help or take a picture and call CPS. Like I said in the very beginning, that's just good parenting. But that's the top 6 off the top of my head. If you like them, great. If you don't, it's okay. Comedy is subjectional. I tell a lot of jokes people don't like, but a lot more do like them. So, thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Make someone laugh if you get the chance. Don't forget to tell your friends and family each and every time you leave that you love them. Because you just never know, and that's the last chance you get to tell them. Be safe, people. We are living in some crazy ass times. Till next time, I am Bob Sixx. Peace.